A big thing I and other neurodiverse people struggle with is how to plan your weekly tasks. Executive dysfunction in adults can have a huge impact on you and your family in terms of productivity, stress, and the general chaos of your day-to-day life. I have attempted to use so many systems throughout my adulthood, but none of them have stuck. And since having a child, I've desperately been needing to find a solution to this. Well, with the help of my autism mentor, I think I finally cracked it. So keep watching to learn my secrets. As an autistic adult, one of the ways in which my brain makes things so much harder is in my ever-constant struggles to stay organised. This is down to poor executive functioning. Executive functioning is a broad term used to describe a lot of higher-level mental or cognitive processes. These might include attention, working memory, switching focus, planning, organising, inhibition, and managing time, among other things. Essentially, all of these processes take place in the part of the brain that helps you get your shit together. Executive function can be especially impaired in people with autism, ADHD, addiction, and other central nervous system disorders. It can also be exacerbated under stress. Often, people who've struggled with these things their whole lives have internalized society's views of them and labeled themselves as lazy, stupid, or useless. But it's definitely not to do with intelligence, nor is it to do with lack of trying. And certainly in Northern Europe, the pressure to keep up with this Protestant work ethic mentality can leave us feeling very ashamed. But I want to tell you right now that it's okay not to get everything done. And I definitely need to listen to that myself. But managing a household is complicated and difficult, and although my husband helps me out with a lot of the grunt work, the actual planning and organising has always fallen onto me. I can't really blame him as he does have ADHD, but it sometimes feels like I'm not really that much better at it myself. I just feel more pressure to keep a house up to society's standards. Before I get started with my system, if you have one that works for you, what do you use to manage household tasks? And how did you develop this? Please let me know in the comments down below. With the help of my autism mentor, I developed a modified version of the system that I used to use in my bullet journal back when I had time to do that. I have now been using this for 2 months with great success. It helps tremendously for a variety of reasons. In the past, when I've assigned certain tasks to specific days, invariably at some point something will go wrong, and I'll end up missing a day. I then get sort of stuck on what to prioritize or what to do next, and can never seem to catch myself up, short of having an explosive cleaning marathon, which I don't always have the energy to do. So this is a flexible system that's not just a chart telling you what to do, but a reminder of when you last did the thing. The lazy strategy that I used to use was basically based upon visual assessments of the house. I would sort of watch the toilet until it looked grimy enough to clean, but I'd have no idea when I last did it. If I had a couple of stressful days or a bad period, I would lose track of everything, and it could be weeks before the poor toilet got any attention. Now, this system hasn't solved all my household management woes. Both me and my husband still have difficulties putting things away consistently, finding good places to store things, or creating organizational systems that really work for us. But this has been a huge step, also because we ended up gamifying it a bit and competing against each other. So this is the official Yo Samdy Sam organization system. I'll think of a better name by the time I get to the patent office for that one. The first thing I do is I list all the household tasks that, in an ideal world, should be done on a weekly basis. I tend to use this system for household tasks because that's the thing that stresses me out the most. But there's no reason why you couldn't take the same approach to anything, like managing your emails or clearing out your downloads folder, for example. So I do this monthly. I list all the tasks and then I create a column for each week in the month, usually 5 columns. One row is for monthly tasks. So I have 5 tasks around the house that should be performed on a monthly basis. Without this system in place, I know they probably get done about every 6 months, maybe to a year. But each monthly task gets assigned a week and then it becomes one of my weekly tasks. Now, I don't put tasks that need to be done more frequently than weekly on this list because for me, I require a different mental system for that. But weeks are just long enough to put something off again and again. And very often time goes by and suddenly it's been a month since you've last done a task, even though it's been on your to-do list all that time. I find color coding for the different contributing members of your household very helpful, since it inspires a sense of healthy competition. This system has really changed the way that I manage my life, so I thought I'd create a template to get you going too. If you're interested, there's a link down below in the description box to download your template for free. Now, the most important thing for me about this system is to make a giant chart and stick it on the frickin' wall where you can see it easily. For me personally, an app doesn't work, a notebook doesn't work, an A4 piece of paper doesn't really work. It needs to be big and in your face. That's what she said. Now, the system works well if you can devote a small amount of time each day to a task or two. Managing your daily schedule is kind of a whole big thing in itself, but if you can find 30 minutes each day, you can pick a task for the day to suit your energy levels, pain, or any other factors that might affect what you can do that day. So if it's a bad day, perhaps running a duster around some surfaces might be it. But dusting can actually be quite effective. I was convinced for years that it was kind of pointless, but it's a very small task that can really make a difference to how clean your house feels, and it's super easy to forget about. So I'm team dusting now! With your free template, I would advise printing it out on A3 paper if you can, and sticking it in a high traffic area of your house. Then every time you do a task, you can immediately go and colour in that square. It's really rewarding. For the days when you are feeling motivated, you have a handy checklist of all the things you need to do, and you can easily see what hasn't been done in a while. I should point out, the goal is not perfection, the goal is sustainability and habit building. I still haven't got through a week where I've filled in every square. But that's okay. The system is working for me. My house is cleaner, certainly, but the mental load to thinking and managing everything has been drastically reduced. The actual cleanliness of the house was not the issue for me, although it can be for others certainly. The weight of having a chaotic mental system where you rely on motivation and bursts of energy is completely exhausting and unsustainable. There is a better way. This system might not work for everyone, but I hope it can help someone. If you enjoyed this video, this could be the first in a whole series on executive function, so please let me know down below if you'd like more videos on this topic. For more videos on autism and neurodiversity, please check out my playlist right here. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.